Hello everyone, how are you? This is Selva, and in today's coaching video, I want to talk to you about how grammar is not enough. Yeah, everybody wants to have a nice high level of grammar, right? When writing, when speaking, and that is important. Don't get me wrong, that is important. But also, there are two aspects of language that you need to understand in order to communicate in an assertive way. And this is intonation and body language. But intonation and body language related to the culture that you want to communicate with, right? Why are you studying English? I think you're studying English to communicate with others from other cultures, okay? To make your networking more varied, to get to know other colleagues, to obtain more information, right? To feel better about yourself and your curriculum, to do better in your career because of English. So you're learning English because of that. Yeah, grammar is important, but it's not all, and it's not enough. Right now, knowing English is almost common for a teenager. You need to know English in order to be in a nice, assertive, useful relationship with other colleagues and other people from around the world. Okay? So think about these two characteristics of language, right? Intonation is important, but not to sound like a native speaker. Intonation is important because it will help you get your message across. If you emphasize the correct words, your message will be more easily understood by other people. So you need to emphasize the words that you think are important for the other person to understand. It's not the same to say, I can't do it, and I can do it, right? There is a difference. Do you know what the difference is? Well, we will talk about that in a lesson about can and can't. But you see how important it is, right? Emphasizing the correct words in the correct moment. That is intonation 4. You need to practice your intonation, English intonation, in relation to your objectives. What do you want to communicate really to the other person? Okay? And practice that. Remember that for us Latin people, English intonation can sound a little exaggerated, right? But it is good to exaggerate because it will help other people understand what you want to say, what is important for you, okay? Do the effort on improving your intonation in relation to English. Now, body language is another point that is so important. This is something that we teach to candidates who are going to apply to scholarships. This is something that we teach to people who are already working in multinationals and they need to communicate through Skype or Zoom calls. Body language is so important. Right now, we don't usually have this one-on-one communication with people. So our body language needs to be obvious for the people communicating with us, right? One thing is to teach something like this without using a lot of intonation and without moving my body so much, right? Yes, of course, you can understand what I'm saying, right? But if I wanna make it motivational, if I wanna keep you engaged, I need to use my body language. If I wanna be in a meeting negotiating certain terms, I need to have a certain body posture, right? I need to not only sound sure about what I'm saying, but also look sure about what I am saying. Body posture is something that I never saw in one book of English. I've never seen that. If you have, please let me know so I can, I can see that book, I can borrow it and maybe learn something from that on how to add body posture in a language lesson. But here in our materials for the IPL, body posture is part of the program because you cannot communicate fully without moving your body in the correct way. Remember, it's not the same to speak to a Japanese person, to an American person, to a Latin person. It's not the same. Our body posture needs to be different. Our intonation can also vary according to the cultures that we are dealing with, okay? But all of these aspects will make what you're saying so much more understandable to others. So in this video, the main message that I wanted to talk to you about is that not only grammar, add intonation and body language to your English learning process. And not only read about it, but practice it. Okay? Practice it with your teacher, with friends, or alone. Nobody will notice if you're practicing alone. Don't worry. Practicing is good, okay? So practice. Intonation and body posture, and you will see and feel the difference in your communication. Bye-bye.